So everybody, this is called Krista, and one of the things I want to share with you is we are about to launch this house, but before we do, the owners have actually requested that we have a neighborhood get together because it's in a neighborhood where the neighbors are really close. But one of the things that we're going to do in preparation of getting ready for this is we're going to actually provide staging to the home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the house a little bit so you can get an idea of why staging will actually benefit you, and then I'll give you a little bit of an idea of some of the things that we'll be doing to make this home look more inviting when people actually come to arrive. So why don't you follow me in, and what we'll do is we will go ahead and take a peek at the home before it's staged. This particular home, like I said, has been in the family for many years. And what they're doing is that they've left a few of the pieces in the home so that I have some stuff to work with that is more in line with the era. However, at the same time, when you walk through this, you're going to see that it's actually really very barren. And so adding just a little bit of personality into it, we don't want a person, we want personality. So I'm going to have you come in and take a look at the living room area. And we'll do a video of this after it's been staged as well, but you'll see it's like a blank slate, it's like a blank canvas. And so at this point in time we have a few pieces, but it definitely could use a little bit more to make it more warm and inviting and more memorable for clients as they come in. So this is your formal living room area. It's in a wonderful home. It's got lots of beautiful architectural details that we'll be focusing on as we put this forward in the marketing. But at the same time, it's also a really unique style home in a unique neighborhood. Come this direction. So when we come into here, it has a formal living room area, lots of beautiful detailing as far as the pieces are concerned. And again, we've got the crown molding, lots of beautiful wood on the floor. It's all natural wood flooring and things along that line. You've got wainscoting that's there so that we have a delineation between the upper level and the lower level. Not as much wallpaper as the last house we walked you through. Turn this down just a smidge. There we go. This here is a kitchen that is totally retro. So we're going to actually follow in line with the period. We're not going to try and create something that's not there. What we're going to do is we're going to actually put pieces in this kitchen area that's going to show off and benefit, because the people that are going to be buying in this area are people that are going to definitely want something that is like this. So come on back this direction. This is the kitchen area. This area here is the laundry room. So you've got this neat, wonderful little laundry room. And if you come this direction, we've got one of the bathrooms. This is a bathroom that would get lost. As a matter of fact, this house has tons and tons of little doors that all close off the different rooms, and it actually creates itself almost a maze. This here has the neat retro sink, and then it also has a shower area over this direction that people often would miss unless we put something on that to make certain that people see it. So we'll probably hang some kind of a colorful robe over here where the hook is so that it calls attention and people stops their eye. Come into this little room here. And you've got amazing detailing in this particular room as well, but we want people to remember the spaces. So as we do our staging, we're going to have little things in place where people will remember what they're seeing, and they'll actually understand the flow of the house a little bit more easily and better. Come on through this way. This was the hallway up of the front door, so I've sort of created a circular direction of where we're going. But at the same time, so we came through the front door, you went into the living room that is over on the one side, and you have the formal dining room area that's on the other side. We looped through the kitchen, we went through the laundry room area, saw the bathroom there, went through one bedroom. Coming down the hall, we now have another bathroom. If you enjoy retro, this is truly a home that will call and lend itself to you. And on this particular home, you have a separate shower and a separate tub, which people may miss unless there's attention called to it. So we're going to make certain that we do stuff like that. Then we come into this next room. And again, this is what I call my little girl's room. And it's got Now what's typical on homes of this vintage is it's lath and plaster, so you can't really hang things on the walls per se because the nails won't hold on to it. So they have an actual charm molding right up here where what they used to do is they would hang pictures using that molding to hang it down. So what we're going to do is to make certain that somebody realizes it's there is we'll actually have a picture that's hanging from that molding itself so they understand exactly what this vintage is like. Coming in this direction, this here is a master bedroom area. We're going to make certain that people respect and understand that this is a closet. It's unusual to sort of enter a closet, but the reason that this particular home did it this way was because this master otherwise would not have had direction to that bathroom. It does not have an ensuite bath in this home, which was not common for that period of home, but that's one of the things that we want to call attention to it so people will recognize and understand why it's done this way. So this here will have things either, we'll put stuff on the shelf so the eyes will go up as well as down, and we'll have something hanging into the closet to show off the closet. And then we come into this wonderful big room, and a lot of people will say, oh my gosh, this room goes out into the yard and into the family room. But we want to make certain that people understand that this is actually what they considered and used as their master bedroom. Again, we have lots of little nuances. So this door here actually has two different doors, and it opens up to where you have half of it can open and the other half cannot. So, oh, I knew how to do this before, now I can't remember. Well, we'll figure it out later, not on your time. So, but after you leave the master, you come into this area, and this here is their office area. So what we'll do is we'll make sure that people understand that this space has a purpose and a reason. And so we're going to actually have a desk here. We're going to have some things making it look so that it could be an office and or a nursery. Let people decide there. The neat thing too is, again, lots of doors. So behind door number 1, we've got this neat little shelving area and things like that. But it says please use other door. And you want to know why? It's a secret room. So up in the attic, they even had it set up to where this room here, they used to use this as their playroom. And they had all sorts of fun with it. You want to go on up? Let's go on up. So in this space, they actually had one bedroom up this way. I'm not sure if I can legally call it a bedroom, but this is an amazing, neat little room back here. And it's got all sorts of neat little storage areas. They had it set to where there was storage back in here. This is the top of the house. It makes it real easy to see and access if you wanted to do there. But on the other side, they actually had it to where they used it for additional storage and their closet. This is where they used and hung their clothes. So again, we'll make certain that this gets called out, because if people didn't know this was here, they completely pass it up. We don't want that to happen. And then a room within a room. I'm not sure how. Look at this. Nobody would even know this is up here unless we call it to their attention. This is one of the reasons why it's so important that when you actually have a home that's on the market, you make certain and call out different areas that people wouldn't normally even be inclined to open. Because oftentimes people, when they're looking at homes, they want to have it be where they feel uncomfortable opening things unless they think that it's okay to open. So we want it to be inviting to them to make certain that they feel comfortable and confident that they can open it. So I'm going to head downstairs and I'm going to get started with the staging. I'll let you peek in on a few things that we're doing. Follow me. Watch your step. And out to the front of the home. So one of the services we offer our clients is we do staging at no cost, all right? Now, I don't do a full house staging. I don't believe in bringing furniture in, but I do what's called an accent stage. And so what I'll do is I'll bring in little different items of personality for the home so that you can actually have an attention to what we want to focus on. So I have only a few items with me. Most of the stuff that I use in my staging is not large pieces of furniture. If a home is completely vacant, then we do it one way. If a home has partial furnishings, we do it another way. The other thing too is that I look at the balance of the rooms, and sometimes I'll move pieces into another area that will make more logical sense. which is what's going to happen in this. But follow me and I'll grab a few of the staging items and you'll see what we're talking about. So I have a lot more than this, but this is going to be stuff that goes in the kitchen, okay? About this kitchen is in this era, oftentimes they use this kind of red here and the red down here. So rather than create an environment that is not this sort of fighting with it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take items that I've brought with me to make it warm and inviting. Now I am going to put a tablecloth over this table, but at the same time, by doing something small like this, we actually call attention to the fact that this is a kitchen and it's a very retro kitchen. And one of the things that was very common in this period was for them to have the fruit baskets. So we're going to put a fruit basket right over here. We're going to have the tablecloth on that with those few things there. And then I actually have two little jam jars that are old, that are vintage, that are going to go on either side of this so that way people will see it and there'll be a little more personality. I do have items to put up on the shelves here as well that are going to lend itself to the period, because at this point in time there was a lot of tins that were done, a lot of stuff that people use for storage and things like that. So that's what's going to happen in the kitchen. I have one more box I'm going to show you. So hey, nice to see you watching. Come on and join us. We're all having fun. One of the other things too is we had an open house over the weekend, and one of the things that came up was that people were talking about how our open houses are so different, and that's because we want to have a party. So welcome to the party. You get the sneak peek. Come on in. So in this room, because again, we don't want a lot, and understand I do this with a lot of different people. So one of the things that I have is I have a whole bunch of different dolls. And because it is about a bedroom, we have a little thing right here that's going to hang right here to call attention to the closet. And then I'll also put something right here possibly, or near it for the hat. I have this that drapes over here because of the fact that this is like the doll room. This sort of drapes over this, creating sort of a whimsical little girl's room. And this is stuff that my little ladies love. We've got a chair right here, so we'll have a doll right here. And understand, I'm going to do more to this, but I'm just going to give you an idea of some of the little things that we do to make it inviting for people. This way, when they come in, they have a reason. We don't do a lot. It's not intended to decorate. It's only intended to put a little bit of personality in the room so that people know what the room is and they're more inclined to come on in. So, this is called Krista, OAC Real Estate Services. Thank you for joining me. Understand, we had only begun, but at the same time I wanted you to sort of have a little bit of a flavor of some of the things that we do for you as our clients, and also invite you to our reveal. We'll be having the reveal this next Saturday on this particular property, and you'll be able to see all of these things as it's been finished. If you would like more information on some of our concierge services, give us a call. It's free, no obligation. Call Krista at gmail.com. That's call with a C, Krista with a K at gmail.com, or call the office, 805-201-2777. Caitlin's told me I need more listings, so if you've been thinking about selling your home, give us a call. We'll prepare you. Whether it happens in December or January, we can get you started. Have an amazingly blessed day.